Hello, welcome to another episode of Wade's Workshop. Today's an exciting episode. I had a birthday last week, got a bunch of gift cards, and decided to spend it on a new jigsaw for the shop. So this is a DeWalt XR jigsaw. It's a 20-volt brushless, uses all the batteries all the rest of my tools use. I'm pretty excited because my other jigsaw that I have is very old and very crummy, and this is going to be a really nice upgrade. So part of the video was going to be this thing. I got this new jigsaw. The rest of it's going to be making a fence picket Christmas tree tea light holder. So we're in the month of July, so prepping for holiday sales. And one of the things that sells really well is Christmas tree stuff. So that'll be today's project. And of course, it's Florida, so it's starting to rain. So give it 2 minutes and this will be gone, and I'll get all the tools we need together and we'll go from there. As is typical here in Florida, a few minutes later the rain's pretty much gone. You can see the blue skies are starting to come back out. So I've laid out some tools and one fence picket. So we're going to make this out of a cedar fence picket, and the tools you're going to need are a jigsaw or some type of a saw to cut. Bandsaw would work great for this. I'm going to use a nail gun to assemble the base to the tree. You can screw it, you can just glue it. There's many ways you can do it, but I'm going to use the brad nailer. I've got a circular saw. I've got my chop saw set up off the screen. I've got a sander, which you can sand by hand as well. I have a router. You don't need to route. I'm going to route it just because I want to round the edges over, but you don't have to. You can just give it a light sanding on the edges to break the corners, and it'll look just as good. I have a square. You can use a straight edge just to make a straight line. Tape measure. I've got some glue and a pencil. I believe that's everything that we're going to need to do this project, but if I come across something I forgot, I'll let you know. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut this down to size. So I want my tree to be 10 inches tall, and we got a picket under it. So we're going to make it approximately 9.5 inches tall and then attach it to the base. So we're going to cut this first board at 9.5 inches. There's no wrong way to draw one of these Christmas trees. If you ask me, imperfections just make them look a little better. Oh my gosh, this saw cuts so nice. I definitely don't use a jigsaw enough because I don't like the way mine cuts, but this one just cuts amazing. This right here is user error. I'm not used to the blade stopping immediately when you let off the trigger, so that allowed it to jam, so just got to get used to the saw is all. If I was smart, I would have sanded this fence picket before I cut the tree out. Would have made this a lot easier, but no one ever accused me of being smart. I did forget the drill and the Forstner bit when I was going through the tools earlier. This is an 1 5/8" Forstner bit, and just drilling it in about 1/4 of an inch to give it a place for the tea light to sit. This part's totally optional. I'm using a 1/4 inch roundover bit just to put a little bit of a roundover on the base. If you don't have a router, you could easily just hit it with some sandpaper and break the edge so it's not sharp, and it'll look just fine. Alright, well, we are ready for finish. I've decided to put tung oil on. It's just a very simple finish to put on, but could easily paint this. You could stain it. You could just clear it. Like I said, you can oil it like I'm going to. A lot of different ways you can finish this. I'm going to make quite a few of these, so I'll have some painted ones and some stained ones eventually. So if you go over and follow me on one of my social media pages, I'm sure you'll see a few of these come out here shortly. But let's see what the tung oil looks like. All right, well, this project is complete. I think it turned out pretty good. Not bad for an after-work project. I think start to finish with the rain and set up and take down and set back up again after it quit raining took about 2.5 hours. So without the rain, I think I could have knocked this out probably an hour, hour and a half. And if you're going to do a show, which like I'm planning to do, you could batch these out and make 10 or 15 of them and then glue them all and then stain or paint them all and have a decent amount to go to a show with. So if you decide you want to make one of these, you saw me freehand it. It's pretty basic. But if you struggle with that, I'm going to put a PDF on my Instagram page and my Facebook page. So if you want to stop by and print that out and give you at least a starting point to get started with it. If you have any questions or comments, send it in the comments. I'd love to hear it. Or you can also message me on Instagram or Facebook as well. So, well, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you in the next one. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button. And if you really, I got sweat in my eye. Let's start over again. That was a really good one. All right, well, this project is complete.